So a lot of guys assume that I change my training up quite a bit when I go on a cut, but in actuality, it doesn't change that much at all. I think the key thing that a lot of people overlook is the importance of maintaining strength while they're on a cut. Now, if you're gonna build muscle through a lean bulk and your entire focus is getting stronger, progressive overload, if you wanna maintain that muscle throughout your cut while you're in a deficit, you're going to need to try to maintain that strength. Now, a successful cut doesn't mean that you maintain strength across all of your lifts. I mean, I would say that that's an awesome outcome, but if you wanna get really lean, there are gonna be times where you might lose a little bit of strength, a rep or two here and there, and that is perfectly fine. But the key point here that I wanna make is fundamentally my training stays, essentially the same. Now, a lot of people like to talk about adding volume and higher rep stuff and maybe even adding sessions. Personally, I think that's completely counterintuitive, especially if you're trying to maintain strength. What you wanna do is maximize the recovery that you have. Now, you're already in a deficit, so your recovery is impaired. Your body doesn't have the same recovery ability that it normally does if you'd be at maintenance or in a surplus. So in that case, it makes no sense to put more stress on your recovery abilities while you're in a cut. So you keep the number of sessions the same. I would recommend training just every other day or 3 times a week or something like that. Don't add any volume and just try to maintain strength. I think that's gonna leave you kind of with the best results and the most muscle retention. There are some tweaks that I make overall to my training. Now, again, my weight training is pretty much the same, but I will tweak cardio. I'll add in a little bit. First and foremost, I will try to walk whenever I get the chance. It's just a great way to burn additional calories without, putting your body under more stress or, impairing recovery like I just talked about. And then I will do a little bit of cardio. So on off days and sometimes after my workouts, I will include a little bit of jump rope, some swimming maybe, and then brisk walking or, just light cardio. And I don't do HIIT. Again, I think that's kind of very strenuous and it's tough on your CNS. It taxes your recovery, just like I talked about. So I kind of stay away from HIIT training when I'm gonna cut and just focus on lighter cardio, kind of cardio that when you're done, you feel better than you started. And I've talked about that a lot. It's not supposed to be strenuous, kind of out of breath cardio. It should be kind of nice and easy. You're feeling good. You're doing something that, you generally enjoy or is at least tolerable. And for me, jump rope is fun, swimming is fun. And then maybe I'll do like a brisk walk or sit on the bike and watch some YouTube or something like that. So that's pretty much my main point that I wanted to make today. Don't really change your training when you go on a cut. Keep things the same and focus on maintaining strength. Again, if you lose some strength, that's okay, that's to be expected, but do what you can to maintain that strength. Do not think that you need to add volume or sessions or anything like that. Keep the volume the same. You need to kind of preserve as much recovery as you possibly can. So I really appreciate you guys watching. As you know, I am on a cut now. I'm about a couple weeks in. Things are going really well. If you want to keep up with that kind of a day-to-day basis, or if you have any questions for me, follow me on Instagram at The Aesthetic Professional and feel free to shoot me a DM either there, or if you have questions, you can also just leave them in the comments below. But either way, I appreciate the support. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.